Today I'm going to show you my 7-step guide to creating a company logo. We're going to do it in under 15 minutes and it's completely free. Creating a business logo is day 7 of my 30-day guide where I help you go from an idea to an up and running online business. It's low stress and you'll get a video from me every single day with an objective in it. After the 30 days is over, you'll have your online business up and running. If you're looking to get started, check out my website, traffic.tv. Now let's jump into step 1 for creating your company logo. Our first step is to create an account at canva.com. You can either log into an existing account or create an account for free. Once you're logged in, you're going to create a design, and what we want to create is a logo. So at the top right, you can go to create design, and it may be in your list here. If not, you can search for it, and you want logo 500 by 500 pixels. This is going to give us a blank canvas. And once we get to this blank canvas, what I want us to do is click on this add page button several times. Let's add about 10 pages into our logo document here. After you have done that, you want to give your design a name. I'm creating a blog for a domain name I own called surfing.tv, so I'm going to name it that. Moving on to step 3, find inspiration. Canva has thousands of logos already designed, ready to go for you to use. And what we want to do is look through all of the designs and pull out a bunch of different logos that we can find inspiration from. So since my website is surfing.tv, I'm going to first start looking for some TV templates here that may go well with a logo. And once I find one, I'm just going to add it to the pages that I've created on the right. So there's one. And here I've grabbed 3 different templates that all have TVs in it. Now I want something surfing related, so I'm going to search for surfing and add templates for that. Here's one with a Jeep. I'm going to keep looking for surfing related ones. I kind of like this orange. Here's a surfboard. And now I have some good inspiration for surfing and TV related logos. I'll scroll through them here. I pulled out 5 surfing logos and 4 different TV looking logos. For step 4, we're going to choose a font for our brand. Now you can go to the left and click on text and add a heading here. And you can type in your whatever font that you want. You can change it and change the color. What I prefer to do is I prefer to just delete this out. And since we already did inspiration for our logos here, I like to go through our inspiration logos we created and just choose one of the wording that I think would look great. So this one looks really fun. You can copy it up to page 1 where we are going to design our logo. I like the simplicity of this one. It's bold and capital lettering. It's not pure black lettering as well, which I like. So I may actually use this one. And we're going to continue to look through our inspiration to see if there's any other wording styles that we would like for our logo. So I chose 2 different wording styles that I liked. The bottom one is a little bit more surfing related, it looks like, but I think it's going to be really hard to read when someone is looking at a logo. One important piece of advice for choosing a font for your logo is you want to make sure that it is something easily readable. And remember, people aren't going to be looking at a logo that's this big in general. It's going to be much smaller. So we can drag this bar down to see what it would look like when it's more of a smaller logo. And that's how people are going to see it. So when I make this smaller, it becomes very clear that the first one here, this traffic.tv in bold lettering, it looks and is far easier to read. So I'm going to choose that for my logo. Moving on to step number 5, mix and match. We've already pulled out a bunch of logos for inspiration here. What we want to do is mix and match them around to create something that's unique for only us. And we want to make sure we don't use an exact templated logo here, because then you may run into a situation where someone else has the exact same logo as you. So as we go through this design process, we're going to use page 1 and we're going to mix and match all of these logos together to see which one that we end up liking. The first logo we're going to try out is this one. I think it looks pretty clean, but I don't like this red little arrow thing in here. So if you want to edit these logos and you click in it, you have to ungroup them, and then now you can select the red one on its own and delete it. Now we're left with this blue little TV looking symbol. I'm going to make it bigger and then center it in the middle of our logo. Now we need to find something to put in the middle of this. And we can go through here and find something that we may be able to draw inspiration from, like this logo here. Let's put this in the middle and see kind of how it looks like. This doesn't look bad for a logo, but I don't think I like the teal color with the blue, and I really do like this blue color here. Here's an orange color that I put in there. I kind of like the orange and blue look, but I think it looks a little weird in that particular format, so I'm going to continue looking. Here I tried the Jeep, but that just doesn't look good to me, so I'm going to continue looking from my inspiration. I wanted to find some sunset photos to try on my TV, so I pulled both of these out and I'm going to try these. I think I like the look of this sunset better, but I did need to edit some of these photos and drag them down so that it would fit in there. And once I did that, I think the sunset was a little too small for it to look good, so I'm going to continue looking. This logo with the sunset I feel like looks better, but it's still not what I'm looking for. So I'm going to switch up the TV look here and try a different TV and see if I like that better. I chose this classic looking TV here, but I don't like this gold look to it, and I want to use this blue from this other logo. So what you can do is you could click on an image or another logo, and you can copy the color up here, just like this. Once you copy the color, you can now put that onto anything in your document. And to do that, you click this new color and you paste it right in there. Additionally, if you do have any other colors on the document, they will show up in here for document colors. So it does make it easy to mix and match if you've added a different color logo to something that you want to try out. Now I'm going to go through and add other design elements from inspiration into this one and see if there's one that I like. Here's the sunset one. Here's the Jeep with the surfboard in the back. The orange circle logo with the palm trees and the surfing person on it. I don't think I like that one. It looks kind of odd when you get to a smaller logo in my opinion. So continue looking from inspiration. Here I like the surfboard idea, but I don't think the colors match very well. And here's a simple logo with the lady with a surfboard here in the TV, traditional style TV, with the wording down here. It looks good when you get a little bit smaller, and I think this is the logo that I'm going to go with. Step 6, finalizing the design. Once you have your logo designed the way that you want it, we want to make sure that everything is lined up correctly and that we have the logo ready to go. You want to make sure when you grab the words that this little middle bar line shows up. And I'm going to zoom in so we can get a closer look here. You'll see a dotted line show up right there. And that means everything is centered and in the middle. So I'll do the same thing with my TV. I'm going to make my TV a little bit bigger and get it closer. And this is just a matter of lining up everything. You could even have the TV go off the logo like something like this and make it a little bit bigger. And there we have it, the final design of the logo. The last step in finalizing the logo is we want to delete all of these other inspirational logos that we have here. And we can just go through so we have one left. After we've done that, we want to duplicate this image. And since we have this logo on a white background, I want to make it on a black background just in case you need to put the logo onto something that is completely black. To do that, we can click on the logo image here and we can change the color to black. Once we've done that, we want to change this wording to white so it pops and stands out on the screen. There we go. Now we have our standard logo, but we also have one that we can use if we want to put it on a black background. And the final step is downloading your logo. There's a couple downloads that we're going to do. To download your logo, you'll go up to Share and click on Download. You'll be presented with a few options here. The most common is PNG, and I will do that download first. And the second download I want you to do is choose an SVG. This is a vector image. And that way, if you manipulate the size of your logo, it won't distort all the images and the text. And the third download you should do for both of these file formats is removing the background. And in Canva, you could do it here by clicking on transparent background. It is part of the pro version, so you have to have a paid for account in order for this to work. But if not, and you don't have the paid for version, you're just using the free version, you can go to remove.bg, upload the image here. It's free. And you can remove the background on your logo. And there we have it, 7 steps to creating a company logo. If you found this helpful, give me a like and a subscribe. And remember, if you're looking to get started with an online business, check out my free 30-day guide. It's at traffic.tv.